On October 29, 2018, Lion Air Flight 610 departed from Jakarta, Indonesia, bound for Pangkal Pinang. The aircraft was a Boeing 737 MAX 8, one of the newest variants of the 737 family at the time. On board were 189 people, including passengers and crew. The flight began normally. The aircraft taxied to the runway and departed in the early morning hours under standard procedures. Shortly after takeoff, the crew began experiencing unexpected flight control difficulties. The aircraft's nose repeatedly pitched downward. Each time, the pilots responded by pulling back on the control column to maintain altitude. However, the nose down commands continued. The flight crew worked to stabilize the aircraft while communicating with air traffic control. They requested to return to Jakarta as they attempted to diagnose the issue. Within minutes, the situation became increasingly difficult to manage. Approximately 13 minutes after departure, the aircraft impacted the Java Sea. All 189 people on board lost their lives. Investigators later determined that a malfunctioning angle of attack sensor had provided incorrect data to the aircraft's flight control system. This incorrect data activated a system known as MCAS, the Maneuvering Characteristics Augmentation System. MCAS was designed to automatically push the nose downward in certain flight conditions to prevent a potential stall. However, due to faulty sensor input, the system repeatedly commanded the aircraft's nose downward, even though the aircraft was not actually stalling. The pilots continued attempting to counteract these inputs. The aircraft climbed and descended multiple times as control forces increased. The accident prompted a global investigation into the Boeing 737 MAX flight control systems. A second accident involving the same aircraft type occurred months later, leading to the worldwide grounding of the 737 MAX fleet. Aviation authorities, manufacturers, and airlines worked together to review software design, pilot training procedures, and certification processes. Updates were made to the MCAS system, including limiting its authority and using input from multiple sensors. Additional pilot training requirements were introduced before the aircraft was allowed to return to service. Aviation safety evolves through careful investigation and lessons learned from tragic events. Every accident contributes to improvements designed to prevent similar occurrences in the future.